YouTube. You could be anywhere in this world, but you're right here with us. So thank you for joining us. I'm Chris, and this Mr. Steer, your girl over here is Dave over here. What up, brother?
What's up, my man? How are you?
Good, good, good. How you doing?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Nice
Life
to
is
have you
good.
back, Dave.
Yeah, man. Likewise, bro. It's just I apologize for not being in any of the videos as of late, guys. I've been having a lot of technical issues with my internet and been trying to get it fixed. Right now, it's barely working. So we're just Chris and I are going to try to cram a video in hopes that we can finish it all the way through. If not, then we'll see what else we could do. But yeah, right now the internet's working and we got a little something cooking for you guys. We're very excited because we definitely want to talk markets and we want to go ahead and dissect the Euro USD. I know we haven't discussed that pair in a very long time. There just hasn't really been anything tradable for us, but now we're starting to see some opportunities and we want to walk through a lot of the variables, the elements, and a lot of our own criteria. Things that we look to identify in order to give us a much more accurate filtering process, allows us to extract aggressive risk to reward profiles from the markets, and most importantly, focus on filtering out high quality trades from suboptimal ones. So we definitely want to go ahead and discuss that with the Euro USD, and we hope that you find this video insightful. But anyways, this is Chris and David and Chris, head traders at Traders Creed. And let's go ahead and get straight into this video, man. Don't know if you want to give me hosts. We'll pull up the Euro USD on my end, and we'll just go from there. So, as always, guys, this is never financial advice. Please do your own due diligence on anything that we discuss. This is just always for educational purposes only, and manage your risk accordingly. Understand any of the risks associated with trading any leverage products and the foreign exchange market. Also, do us the favor, if you like our content, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell button if you want to stay up to date with any of our content. And most importantly, leave us some feedback. We love to see your guys' feedback, man. We appreciate all the love and support. And if you guys have anything that you want us to cover, leave a comment down below. We're open-minded and willing to push a video out in regards to what you want us to cover. So, 1 second.
Just shot your host, Dave.
Awesome.
Yo, that caddy in fucking blue, dude.
Yeah, man, we missed the trade, so we'll talk about that a little bit later at the end of the video. But our idea was on point. We just didn't catch the trade. We couldn't see any opportunity. But the good news is we know where it's headed, and we just gotta wait. We just have to literally sit on our hands and wait for an opportunity to present itself. That's literally 90% of trading, is just sitting on your ass and not making the same mistakes that retail traders are making. So anyways, Euro USD, man, we've been having some neck-snapping volatility in all markets as of late. It's just been crazy, crazy times in 2020. But volatility is where money is made. If you know what you're doing, you have process and you have edge. And we're just so blessed to be making money the way that we have through the markets, man. It's just been amazing times. And we hope that you guys are also enjoying these insane turbulent economic times in the financial market. So anyways, the Euro USD has just been taking out these highs time and time again. We have been talking about this literally since the start of our YouTube channel, what we've been anticipating for the Euro. We've been expecting some massive upside, and we've been getting just that. These ranges have been really, really amazing. And if you've been catching any trades to the upside, the Euro has been rewarding you very, very well. So we can't play the woulda, shoulda, coulda game. What has already happened has already happened. Let's focus on the here and now and how we are going to exploit the Euro on a short-term basis and on a macro basis. Most importantly, Chris and I, we have been making money on the Euro USD. We will pull up our Discord because, as always, we believe in transparency. That is really, really big with us. So before we do that, let's just go ahead and talk about some ideas of trade that we're currently in, what we expect is likely to happen on a shorter time frame and on a macro time frame. So the Euro has been just really been putting in these massive, massive highs, man. We've been getting these impulsive moves to the upside. You can make the case for a break of structure right here. We got a confirmed range 1-2 test at the highs, 1-2 test at the lows. What I like about taking this to the short side on a much more shorter time scale is that we're getting a break of structure at these highs. Break of structure, boom, nice little macro range, micro range, excuse me. We actually took a trade earlier in the week around this area here. I managed to take my first target at the lows here. Broke even once first target was made, as that is part of our process and method. Once our first target is made, if we have any trend continuation plays, meaning that we expect a trade or an idea to extend itself further than a one-to-one opportunity, then we look to execute 2 trades on that idea. And once our first target is made on that idea, we immediately break even, because the foreign exchange market is very, very volatile. It can be very chaotic. And believe it or not, manipulation in the forex, it happens in all markets. If you still haven't figured out that the markets are manipulated in 2020, you need to close your fucking screens and do some homework, because you are behind. You are behind in the game, man.
You're gambling. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, you're gambling. You're playing a loser's game. You have no edge. All markets are manipulated. I'm sorry if that burst your bubble. You know, your little moving averages, your Fibonacci retracement. So everything in the financial markets has been accounted for. It has been programmed. The big boys, big institutions, smart money hedge funds are using this against the retail traders, dumb money, to manipulate you, to take money away from you, to, you know, to blow up your accounts. It's what the markets are designed to do. They're not designed for you to win, but they are winnable if you understand the level of sophistication that revolves around the stratosphere of the foreign exchange market. But anyways, back to the analysis here. We broke even, and as we anticipated, the market came back and cleaned us out. It cleaned out the prior high that it put in on this range, cleaned out any profitable sellers from the day prior. We were at break even, so we didn't lose any money. We were able to secure a pretty penny from this trade. We were able to execute once we got that opportunity again. Stop loss at this high. First target made once again, and we are looking to run it down around these prior lows. This is a very accurate level of support. We can safely say that there is a buildup of stop orders around this structure point. There is a pool of liquidity here that has yet to be invalidated. So we could expect some a selling pressure on the Euro USD and continuation to the downside. I don't really know, even though through historical back-tested data that Chris and I have done on a lot of our setups, if a potential play presents itself to take it to the long side, we'll take it. But right now, the markets are very, very uncertain. If you are uncertain about an idea, just take your money and go. Stay out of the market. Stay on the sidelines until you can get a much more accurate read on what is going on. I'm not too confident on wanting to long the euro as of right now because we are starting to get a little bit of dollar strength. Even though we are still in risk on territory, anything could shift as of right now. Anything could shift, and given that we're not too sure on what's likely to happen, we want to be out as soon as our second target is made and just let things unfold the way they unfold. If we can get a nice little bounce, reaction off this level, deep excursion, some type of setup at those lows indicating that buying is occurring underneath that support structure, that could look in several ways. We don't know how it's going to unfold, but we will know it and see it when we see it. When we do, we will keep you guys updated, and we will look to take a long around this prior level of support, run it to the midpoint of the range, first target there, boom. And then if you want to be conservative, take it at the highs. If you want to let your dick hang, run it past that prior high. if you believe that the euro is going to continue to see some upside. Look, guys, the Fed is continuing to print money like nobody's goddamn business. The stock market is still showing some insane upside despite that massive sell-off that we had early in the year. It has seen a 50 retracement to the upside, 50% retracement to the upside despite the negative 30% hit that we took. Why is that? There are several complex variables that are going on, but the two things that I have summed it up to is that, first of all, the Fed is just intervening and printing these trillions and trillions of dollars in order to keep the world afloat. Whether this is an effective strategy over the long term, who the fuck knows? It probably isn't going to end well, but we know that it is temporarily controlling things. The Fed is the god in the financial markets. If you don't believe in a god, well, the Fed is the god in the financial markets, and we best not fuck with them, okay? Don't trade against them. Yeah, don't trade against them. Just trade with the narrative, man. Just we as traders, the beautiful opportunity that we have as traders is just being in and out of opportunities when they present themselves and staying on the sidelines. And that is very difficult to do because as a retail trader, we think this is the wild, wild west. We always got to be in the markets, and that is the wrong way to think about things, man. If you don't see a trade or if you don't feel comfortable or too confident in an idea, you don't have to do anything. Stop proving shit to yourself or other people because that is a sure way to lose money. A lot of our guys, Cris and I especially, even though we have been seeing insane volatility in the markets, we haven't been trading as much. But the fact that we have condensed our trading volume at a minimum of like what, Cris, like 2 to 3 trades a week, we've been making fucking money. We've been consistently profitable. Yes, we might have a red week here and there, but generally throughout the week and the course of the past couple months, we've been making money because we have been focusing and condensing our focus and attention on high quality trades. If something doesn't make sense to us, we just don't trade. And we're starting to see an opportunity on the euro. I've missed this massive upside. Yeah, sadly, we made an analysis video. Cris and I, we made an analysis video early throughout our trading, our YouTube channel, and we missed it. But guess what? That's okay. We are still going, because we are professional traders, we're going to find ways to make money out of this. We're just going to find a way to make money, plain and simple. And now that we're starting to get that opportunity, we have a macro perspective. We know we want to long, but if we can identify short plays based off a lot of our criteria, everything applies, even on a fractal nature. We are starting to get that fractal nature here to the downside. Break of structure. The market is topping out. Yes, we know that there is liquidity building up at these highs. We know that there is a pool of stop orders from sellers still holding the trades. But that might mean that the market is going to trickle down. I like this trending structure also to the lows. This is indicating that we are going to continue to see the euro weaken against the dollar. Buyers are still holding profitable trades at this accurate level of support. We have all these variables working towards us. Also, we have this nice little range. Stop orders were cleaned out. This is a stop hunt right here, this aggressive sell-off. Boom, first target made. We're holding the second target underneath these lows. If it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, guess what? We've already made money. Cris and I, we started the week phenomenally, and that's it, man. After this, we're done for the week. And if other opportunities present themselves, we'll take them. But as of right now, I am cool, and I am content at the fact that I only traded maybe the euro and the CAD yen throughout the week, and I haven't even really been actively trading the CAD yen, just the euro. And the 2 trades that I took on the euro have made me well over $4,000. That's maybe not a lot of money to some people, but I know plenty of people who would love to make an extra $4,000 in one fucking week. That's a monthly check right there. That's not to brag or to boast, but come on, guys. Like, we're literally showing this in front of you day in and day out, time and time again, that you can do this if you have edge, process, and method, and the discipline to adhere to those principles. So that's pretty much it, man. We look for very specific things. We like to see very accurate ranges form. We like to see directional moves in one way or the other. That could be to the downside or the upside. We don't chase the market. If the market is already moving, guess what? You missed the fucking trade. Wait for the move or the market to exhaust itself. They will always exhaust themselves. You will never miss a trade. Why is this? Because if you study price behavior and the psychology and dynamics of price behavior over the course of the inception of the markets will do one of two things. They will fucking move and they will consolidate. And they will move again and they will consolidate. And that things in motion will tend to stay in motion. Trends will likely continue. If they don't continue, guess what? They move in the other fucking direction. And the same principles apply. They will move, consolidate, move again.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. And our method caters to waiting for those tight periods of volatility contracting, waiting for liquidity and order flow to build up in one direction or the other. In this case, since we're shorting, we know that sellers are getting trapped in those ranges and they're getting manipulated through those deep excursions beyond those ranges, and that is our opportunity to act. And we did just that, and it is paying us well. So that's pretty much it, man. Short term, we're running the euro to the downside. Just a quick recap. Over the macro, if we can look for a long opportunity, we'll take it. But right now, I'm not too confident based off the current situation. I think the euro could continue to see more downside. If we don't get a long opportunity, we'll probably see a retest of those lows of that support structure, prior support becoming resistance, and then we'll get it to tank even further. And we'll see how far it can go, man. Maybe it could come back and retest this level here. I apologize for the sloppy drawing, man. We'll just roll with the punches here, but maybe it could come back and interact with that prior level of support there. If it doesn't, big deal. At least we know what to look for, and we have our ideas in play. We don't act up until we see our ideas slowly unfolding. So that's pretty much all we have to offer for the euro. We will show our results and us actually taking the trades, and we'll call it a wrap from there. But bottom line, man, that's pretty much it, guys. It's the same shit over and over. Be extremely patient to wait for your trades, your ideas, and your setups to present themselves, and exploit them with velocity, ruthlessness, and no fear. That will see to it that you become successful time and time again as a trader. So I'm going to go ahead and give Chris host. He is going to pull up our Discord and show a lot of the trades that we've been taking throughout the week. And as you guys will see, it's been a phenomenal week so far. So give me one second here.
Before you do that, Dave, do you mind clearing your chart real quick and showing the daily real quick on that Euro USD?
Absolutely.
Yes, just to add on our bias while you were explaining the Euro. Looks like 116 is a really, really key level with multiple touches there. So that just kind of adds to our bias.
Oh, yeah, man. It is at a solid round number 2. Look at this, guys. So we've talked in prior videos why round numbers are extremely significant to us. We have a very, very accurate level there. We got that deep excursion at the round numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting to get selling pressure. The market is starting to sell off at those highs. Now, if we can get a much more zoomed in view, I feel like once this low is invalidated, we might get a pullback there, and then boom.
Yep.
We'll see how that unfolds. And then maybe if the world continues to improve and the EU continues to stimulate, the economy through this whole pandemic and through whatever means they have available at their disposal, we might see another wind up at the highs. But yeah, moves like this are indicative that price is likely to continue to the upside. Even though over the short term we might get some weakness on the euro, moves like this indicate that we might continue to get some massive upside. But yeah, I really like how it is approaching this very accurate level of resistance. We have a solid round number. We got that deep excursion at the highs there. We're starting to get some selling occur. We have so many factors going in our favor. In my opinion, this is a very high selection of trades, and this is a good opportunity to take the euro short. As I said, I wouldn't be too keen on holding for a very long period of time, guys. Just take your money. Take your money. Be quick to take profits and stay the fuck out if you are unsure. As I said, once this area is breached, I'm out of the markets completely. Chris and I, we are out of the markets until we can start to get a much more accurate gauge of what is likely to happen again. But right now, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add to that, Chris?
And during times like this, Dave, who knows how fast that move could be? Because we can get some type of spike to take out that low that you just drew up and you just erased. It could happen within like a week, or you know what I mean, like a couple weeks. Because uh, I was looking at the time frame where you drew that little setup right now, Dave, and it's right before November, which just tends to be that our election year, you know. So who knows what's to come, bro?
Oh yeah, man. So that's another interesting thing that Chris brought up. Let's be honest, guys. This is not a whole political conversation here. We're not really into politics, but everything that goes on affects the markets. And right now, we are in an election year. We're like, what, 2-3 months shy away from actual election day. And the Fed and Trump doesn't want a stock market. I don't know who's going to get elected, but on the balance of probabilities, I'm not some conspiracy nutcase, but I'm going to assume that Trump has already won this shit. I could be wrong. Chris and I, we could be wrong, but it just makes sense. If Trump gets reelected, he's not going to want a weak stock market. Somebody in this fucking whole shit show has to seem like the hero. I find it kind of odd that this pandemic happened right in 2020, right as we were peaking an overdue recession and correction in a business cycle. The coronavirus was just that pin to pop that bubble. And, you know, amidst this whole fucking shit show, somebody has to step in and look like the hero. And that hero could probably be Trump. It could be done through the form of stimulus checks, him pumping up the stock market. He's going to get reelected. We might move into another hyper bubble, or we might get this shit tanked. Nobody knows. But these are little things that you just want to kind of add into your playbook and just be well aware of. And I don't know what's going to happen, Chris and I. We never know what's going to happen. But what I do know is this. We will have some neck-snapping volatility in this year and the years to come. But if the narrative applies that we will continue to get some type of continuation to the upside in the stock market, the euro is likely to follow that. Because if the stock market is getting propped up, that means people have more demand for assets, less demand for the U.S. dollar. We've noticed across the board the U.S. dollar has been taking a heavy shitter. As the Fed continues to print a shit ton of money, what does that do for your native currency? That devalues the currency. So in the U.S., a dollar is fucking losing value. It's worthless at this point, and it's probably going to continue in that trend or in that cycle for years to come. This is just, if you study currencies and the historical nature of what happens to currencies, they all devalue or go to shit at some point in time. The dollar, just because it is the reserve currency of the world, doesn't make it immune to that. Yes, it might have certain advantages, but it's not immune to the fact that it is likely to get devalued. So if the stock market gets propped up, there's going to be demand to continue to invest. There's going to be a demand for assets, less demand to hold dollars because savers get punished in this type of economic environment. So why are you going to hold dollars or cash when it's losing value? You want to keep that shit invested. Right now, gold is a very interesting market. This is not financial advice, but when all else fails and you're not seeing success in trading, just buy fucking gold or Bitcoin or any safe haven asset that is just going to perform well in these type of economic environments. Chris and I will probably do an analysis video on gold or Bitcoin down the line. I do have some money invested in gold, and I do have some money invested in cryptocurrencies. It's not a large portion of my portfolio, but I do have money invested in there. So I think that's just something worth covering. But yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up, Chris. We are in some insane times, and quite frankly, we had this very, very bearish outlook throughout the year. But guess what, guys? Sometimes as a trader, you have to be dynamic. Just because our bearish outlook didn't play out doesn't mean that we're wrong. That just means that we have to be very dynamic and adaptive to current market environments. And we're doing just that. So can our bear scenario still play out over the long term? Absolutely. But as of right now, the charts aren't presenting that for us. So we just have to roll with the punches, go with the flow. And right now we're starting to see some upside, and we want to play with that narrative. So these ideas are just food for thought. Mind you, always do your own due diligence. We're just two guys on the fucking internet talking market. So be very careful who you're listening to. But at the end of the day, we like to show you, we love to talk about this stuff. And we always put our money where our mouth is. So it's not just us rambling on about all these ideas and potential plays. We also act on those ideas. So that's pretty much all I have to add on the euro. I don't know if you want to add anything else to that, Chris.
Nope. You're a killer, dude.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, brother. And likewise. So I'm going to go ahead and give you host, and we'll pull up our Discord, and we will show you guys a lot of the trades that we've been taking throughout the week, a lot of our results. It's been a phenomenal start of the week. And tomorrow's Wednesday, man. It's after midweek. Once our targets are made on the euro, I'm done trading for the week, man. I've been having a very, very amazing time to just focus on a small amount of trades, like 1 to 2 trades throughout the week. And if you are managing your risk accordingly and those trades are decent size, you're gonna make some decent. Let's just be honest. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no sweat, man. So that's really it. That's really all it is, guys. Over the long term, just focus on process, consistency, and once you know you have edge and that confidence to adhere to those principles, it's all about scale. Scale up your trading, scale up your size incrementally. Don't just go 0 to 100 the next fucking day. Incrementally work your way up. And eventually you're going to start making some money that you never thought you would make. To this day, I still can't fathom where I'm at in trading, but I'm blessed. That's all I can say. And I'm very grateful for where I'm at. And Cris and I, we're just tired of just making money by ourselves. We definitely started a new mission to help other people get on this boat, because if guys like us can do it, I don't know what the fuck is stopping you. I really don't.
Yeah, I wish there was something special about us, dude.
Yeah, man, we're literally just two Joes. That, yeah, man. I'm not gonna like say there's nothing out of the ordinary, but at the same time, there's really nothing overly special about us. We're just two normal guys that happen to meet and trade and started focusing on improving our craft day in and day out. And as years went by, man, Cris and I, we've known each other for a couple years. I would say about 2 years already. And we've seen each other grow astronomically within that time frame, because Cris and I were just the type of guys that we just love the markets, man. We love trading. We love focusing on our craft and sharpening our craft over and over. And so much can happen in so little time. And here we are, man, talking about markets, starting our YouTube channel, and talking about making a couple grand in one fucking week. I still can't believe that, man. But anyways, that's the trade that I took early in the week. Yeah, you guys saw that I was taking the breach of that lows. First target was made on that. I'm trading 2 accounts at the moment. A small test account, which is I funded about $2,000, which I'm showing live in front of my guys that, hey, you can grow a small account and really build yourself up, build your book of business as a trader, which is that screen right there. And the MetaTrader 4 platform, which is my big boy account, which is what I actually trade with $40,000 to $50,000, where I actually make my day-to-day money on that. And that small test account, which is on my Oanda platform, is where I'm growing that small account in front of my guys to let them know that trading is a possibility and that you can start with a small amount of money. Sure, you're not going to drive Lambo and Ferraris with $2 grand. Sure, you're not going to quit your job the next day, but it's the start. It's the fucking start. That is the amount of money that we made on our first target. It was about $2,100. I broke even, and we had to re-enter because, as I said, the euro came back, swiped those highs. That is an idea that Cris generated there.
Mm-hmm. That was my last video, so it worked out pretty good. We were trying to short here. Yes, it came back right now if you look at live price, but that's what we always take profit at midpoint. So for those who took profit, nice. I unfortunately didn't take the trade. I missed it, but it worked out nice.
Yeah, man, it really did. So
yeah.
Hope you guys are watching Cris kill it in those videos, man. He's really, really killing it. So
This was
yeah,
just morning.
and that was just me walking through the ideas. Literally, we're very transparent here. Transparent in here. We talk about everything that goes on. So price came back, swiped those highs. We re-entered again because the idea and the setup was still intact. It was still valid. Rinse and repeat. So our first target was there at the lows,
Yeah. We're
and
so
as
transparent, Dave. We literally enter the moment we enter, we post it up because I feel like that keeps us disciplined as well because I can't bullshit anybody. You know what I mean?
yeah, we can't bullshit anybody in our group. So the reason I would say a lot of our retention rate is so high with our Discord members is because they're literally seeing us in action and they're seeing us post results. Like you can't make this shit up, man. Like when you're showing your pre-analysis, your pre-trade, your live trade, your entries, your exits, your targets, and your results. Come on, man. Come on. And if you're not making money, that's no one's fault but your own at that point. Because you're literally seeing two normal guys just make this shit happen. There's nothing overly complex about this other than these psychological elements that plague every fucking retail trader. But if day by day you can be honest, brutally honest with yourself, and work to suppress. Well, I don't want to use the word suppress because we're humans. You can never really suppress that, but focus on disciplining yourself. You're gonna start to see some insane results. So that's Chris acting on the Euro USD as well. And that is my other, that is Chris actually making a pretty buck off that as well. His targets were made about a cool grand on that. Not a bad day, man. I'm telling you, this is
Amount of time I made this, Dave, I couldn't complain. I think I made this in 2.5 hours, and the reason why I exited is because it moved a lot quicker than I thought. So in my mind, I was like, I just made 1,200 in 2 hours. It's either I pull out now or I wait 8 hours for the possibility of making $600 more to take profit at 1,800. So I said, for 2 hours, bro, 1,200. I'll take my money and run.
hell yeah. I want you guys to understand something, man. Everybody's results are going to vary. We're not promising you that you guys are going to generate this type of income or results because you have to understand something. Chris and I, we are on completely different levels of experience and a level of skill. That is why we're able to do this. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it too. But the one thing that we want you to walk away with every single video that we post is focus on your fucking craft. Focus on the goddamn process. The money, the returns will follow right after. Increased skill is always rewarded in the markets, but it's not going to happen if you are not diligently sharpening your craft. What is sharpening your craft? I don't know, man. Pick up a fucking trading book. Understand the fundamental nature of how markets move. Understand your market. There are several markets in the world: the stock market, the currency market, the commodity market, the precious metal market, the cryptocurrency market. Pick a fucking market, pick a niche, and be a master at it. Stop hopping from market to market, man. Just pick a craft, be good at it, and focus on it every single day. And then review your performance. That's really it. It's just reviewing your performance, what you did right, what you did wrong. What are your core setups? What do your core plays look like? And then act on them.
Yep.
And
I
then
think most important too, Dave, is just stick to your method. That's it.
oh, that is so important, man. That is so important. Do you want to bang about why that is, man?
Of course, if
Yeah.
because even if you perfect the skill, bro. As traders, we have to expect to lose. So when you lose, you can't leave your method that got you the results. First of all, you're gonna get a loss. So you can't you can't avoid your method during losses. You gotta stick with it. You gotta grind it out.
The common thing that we see with a lot of retail traders is that the second that they are losing money, like they'll lose 1 to 2 trades, or maybe they'll have a bad week or even a bad month, they assume that the method isn't working, and they instantly start looking for other things, or they start applying, or they start adding shit to the method that it just is futile, and it starts to erode the edge of the method. They start slapping on indicators. They start to constantly look at the chart to just confirm their bias, as if your mental idea or your mental energy is going to fucking move the markets. It's just really crazy. you guys have to understand, if you understand the ins and outs of why your method makes money, you need to trust it, even in bad times. You can't be strategy hopping whenever you start to hit a bad patch in your trading performance. Rather than blame the markets, rather than blame your method or maybe your teacher or your mentor or some guy on the internet, start with yourself. Assume responsibility. Assume that maybe you're doing something wrong. And if you're not doing anything wrong, guess what? That's just part of the process. Cris and I, we will do shit to the fucking T. We will stick to our process, and sometimes we still lose trades. Yep. You can't win 100% of the time. I want you guys to get off that little fantasy island and stop believing that, you know, these professional traders, these guys that are doing this for a living, are making extortionate amounts of money out of the markets, that they're right 100% of the time. No. I guarantee you this, every professional trader that you will talk to, at least the ones that I have met, they lose trades. But they understand that that's just part of the process. You have to accept that, rip that fucking Band-Aid off, lick your wound, and keep moving forward. And if you're doing the right things, over time, you will be making money. That pretty much wraps up this video. Those are some ideas that we have for the Euro USD moving forward. Right now, we're going to be approaching it on a very short-term perspective, because I don't know what's going to happen in the coming weeks. But if we can see any other plays, we will keep you updated. We do want to long the euro. Not that I'm a fan of longing the euro. I think it is a shit currency, just because the way the currency was designed and what it revolves around, it's just destined to fail. The euro is destined to fail, but can we be wrong? As always, of course. So we will be looking to run our trades short, and we will keep you updated if anything interesting comes up or anything is on our radar. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, post it in the comments section. Cris and I, we are very active right now. We do have a lot of time to focus on our business, on our Discord, on our trading, on our YouTube channel. So if you have anything that you want to discuss or run by with us, or any comments, questions, or concerns, we will do our absolute best to get back to you in a timely manner. If you like anything that we cover, if you like our content, just do us a favor, man. We greatly appreciate it, and it means the world to us. If you could just hit that like button, subscribe button, share your videos with any trading buddies that you might have, any people interested in trading. If you also want to learn a method and you want to be under the guidance of professional traders, guys who have been doing this consistently year in and year out, we have a consistent track record. Fuck, man, we're showing you in front of your goddamn faces, you know, that we make money. I don't know very many traders that do that. I really don't. And I've been in the game a long time. The thing is with the trading industry is that there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of people with ulterior motives. They're just trying to hawk the fucking course at you. They're just trying to get you in some type of subscription service, and they're not even guaranteeing you or helping you achieve results that they're claiming that they're going to help you get. Yes, Cris and I, we do have a Discord, but at the same time, a lot of our guys, they're getting fucking results, because Cris and I, we're like the fucking dads in that Discord, man. We're very brutal. We're very honest. We don't beat around the fucking bush. We tell you what you're doing wrong. We tell you what you're doing right, and we tell you what you need to do in order to succeed as a trader. And most importantly, we post our own individual results, so you just see that we put our own money on the line and that we're not just guys talking out of our ass.
Exactly. That's why we want the right people in our group too, with the right attitude. Because if we give you feedback, you can't take it the wrong way. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to get better. So if you're taking feedback the wrong way, it's not going to get you anywhere.
Exactly. We don't just accept anybody in our Discord as well. We don't need your fucking money, man. So we're very, very careful with who we let into our Discord, because Cris and I are far more focused on preserving and building the right culture in our Discord. Because if you just have some fucking dickhead that comes in there and it's just negative all the time, yes, trading is hard. We get that, man. But your negativity or your bitching or your whining doesn't do anything for anybody. It doesn't do anything for your performance. So we need guys that are just willing to have the resiliency and the grit to stick it out in bad times, and they're going to have the work ethic to constantly, diligently work on their craft, And most importantly, they can take constructive feedback. Guys that are willing to be open-minded, like Cris said. We can't have guys that are just going to take everything personally, because we don't mean bad. We're not scolding you in the room. We're just giving you feedback. Hey, like, hey, man, that idea isn't probably a good trade to take, or maybe you need to look at things in this way. Or if we see a guy like that has a billion fucking indicators on the chart, we're just going to tell you straight up, get that shit out of the chart, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know, it's you don't need a single fucking indicator to make money. And we're showing you a lot of the trades that I take. I just draw on my shit, man. I just take a photo. I take a snapshot of my trading screen on my phone, and I just doodle on it with my pen on my iPhone, and I just post it like that, because I'm already experienced enough to know I can look at a chart and within seconds know whether I'm gonna make fucking money off that chart or not. That is a good. When you are there, you made it. You've made it. It's not you don't make it as a trader when you're making $1,000 per trade, $5,000 a month, $10,000, $100,000 a fucking year. You made it as a trader when you can look at a chart and know whether you're gonna trade or not, whether you know you're gonna make money off that chart or not. That's when you fucking made it. The rest will follow. So, yeah, man, that's it for me. I think I rambled on long enough. I apologize that I'm being a little rushed into this video, guys. I'm just really concerned that the internet will stop working and then this whole video goes to shit. That's what I don't want, because Cris and I, we've been trying to get this video out since goddamn Sunday, but it's just I've been having these technical issues with my internet. So before we call it a wrap, do you have anything else to add, Cris?
Dave, can you hear me, Dave?
Yeah, I can hear you
Nice.
just fine.
Okay, because just my other I don't know if you can see me on the video, but it kind of froze. But uh, this Aussie yen, Dave, right in front of me. I kind of drew it out. I know it wasn't planned of the video, but what do you think now after I draw out the whole idea?
Looks really good, man. I definitely see you. I can definitely see it running those lows. Nice support structure there. You got a break of structure at the high that it just put in, starting to get that aggressive selling pressure. So, yeah, man, the idea looks good. The idea looks good.
Yeah, I just see so much liquidity here on the downside from just a bunch of misdirection. You got level traders trying to short, then you have breakout traders breaking this break of trend line, retracement traders, and it looks like they're all aiming for this high up here. So what does that do? It just builds liquidity down here. For those who went short right here, right, and didn't expect this pullback, because I'm sure some people put their stop loss up here, right? I'm sure some people put their stop loss up here as well, right? They're still in the play. They were given the chance to break even, right? And because they were selling, if they close their trade, it becomes a buy, so they get that buying pressure, and now they're gonna see it go their way, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. And I assume that you already took the trade, right? You were already in the trade. Sheesh! Look at that, guys. Money where your mouth is. Money where your mouth is. That's big with Cris and I. And look at that. So he acted on his idea, and whether we're right or wrong is not of importance. Is that we generated the idea. We know why we're taking the trade, and at that point, you let the chips fall where they may. But I love the idea, man. I don't know. I wouldn't run it too far into the lows. I would probably look, just my personal humble opinion, maybe around the 75.615, right at the most recent lows that it just put in. That
Makes sense.
Yeah, man. We don't want to be too greedy and run it past that, even though if we do expect there to be a pool of liquidity, sure, we could get that deep excursion. But one of the things that we like to teach a lot of our guys is try not to be greedy, man. Because greedy, 9 times out of 10, will fuck you really hard in this business. So just look for obvious levels of structure where you can exit for a profit, and that's it. Just be content with the money that you make. I know being greedy is something that is really difficult to overcome, but once you overcome it, you're going to start to see your consistency and your strike rate go up the roof. Because one of the things that I used to struggle with, and one of our guys in our Discord actually struggles with it a lot, is they let a lot of profitable trades go to shit. They don't know how to take a profit because they either might have profit targets way too far or in areas that don't really make sense. or they don't know how to break even. They don't know how to lock in gains. That's stuff that we teach you at our Discord, man.
Yep.
And yeah, once you apply the principles that we're teaching, I can't guarantee you anything, but what I can say with a high degree of confidence is that you should see a dramatic improvement in your results as a trader. So
Anyone can enter any market, Dave. It takes that good trader to know when to exit. That's what it is.
that's it, man. That's it.
It's what
It's
separates good traders from just any trader.
is knowing when to enter, when to exit. That's it, man. And that's something that you're just gonna have to learn through sheer experience. So, anyways, guys, this has been an honor and a pleasure. We hope wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, that you're taking care, you're staying safe in these crazy, crazy times. We don't know if the storm is over yet. We don't know if things are about to get worse before they get better, or maybe the worst has already happened and things are going to get better. Who the fuck knows? But just stay safe. Know that we love each and every single one of you. Thank you for all the love and support, all the kind feedback. Please continue to hit that like button. It really helps us out. We want to get this content out to as many retail traders as possible because, mind you, if you're struggling out there, you're not the only one. And maybe something that we say or do or a piece of information that we share could make all the difference to somebody else. And that's all we want, man. We don't have any hidden agendas or motives. We generally just want to help other people. I made a dear promise to an old friend, by the name of Mark Chapman. It took me a while to get my YouTube channel started. I was very reluctant about it at first, but I made a promise to him that, you know what, for everything that he's done, because without him, Mark was a very pivotal stepping stone in our performance. Cris and I, we're not going to hide that, man. Mark was a very strong influence in how we became successful. Yeah, still is to this day. He was my mentor, man. Even though I never knew him personally, me and him grew to be close friends from afar, and I still stay in touch with him, man. I just want to say, Mark, if you're watching this, we love you, my man. Thank you so much for everything that you've done in the trading community. Guys, go follow his channel, Underground Traders Alliance. We'll
Take advantage.
Yeah, man, we're going to post his channel in our description below. Just follow his channel because some fucking dickhead hacked his original channel. Fuck you, whoever you are, and I wish nothing but, let's just say you're going to get what you deserve one day, man. If not, fuck you anyways. Just go follow his new channel, man. He's really trying to get it off the ground again, and Mark deserves nothing but good things because what he does for the trading community is absolutely amazing. And once again, Cris and I wouldn't be here without him. So thank you so much, my man. We love you, Mark, and continue to stay strong in building your channel. And Cris and I will do whatever we can to help support you in any way. And thank you for all of your help and all of your support. And yeah, guys, much love. Trade safe, trade smart, trade well, and most importantly, have fun with the shit. Without further ado, this is Cris and David. Once again, head traders at Traders Creed. And we wish you nothing but the best. Until next time, take care. We love you.